Hey, Zoom. Hey. Wow, man. It's a hot day, man. I see 101 on the on the temperature scale, man. It was bad. Then it's still 80 degrees and humid as hell. How you doing, Zoom? Welcome into the game, guys. Um, this is the Great American Experience, and we're here having it with you. I'm the Wizard of Oz, and this is not my show. This is your show. So grab a link. Come on up. Let's start this conversation. Oh man. What another hot one today. Go. Oh wow. I think I'm having problems with my browser. Yeah, that was definitely the problem. I had to restart my browser real quick. Kind of locked up on me. So welcome to the show, guys. Let me get you a link up here. Let's get some people up here. Let's start this conversation. Get this started. So hey guys, I'm back. Man, my browser's just going nuts tonight. Keeps dropping out on me. I may have to restart my laptop. Yeah, it's hot and humid. Let me get a link up here for you guys so you can come up and rock on, man. There you go. Finally, got it all looking good. So, come on up. Let's start the conversation. Get this party started. Fire in the bowl. Load your pipes. Fill your glass. Let's get this Saturday night. It's a hot one. So, come on up. Let's get this party started. Oh, yeah, you see that? Yeah, she's a little thinner than I like. That's okay. I still got some. Yeah, so, well, some is better than none. That's for damn sure. Oh, man. It was supposed to be raining all day, and it didn't. It's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow. Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, what's up, Zoom? Yes, Ranger and Ricky and Princess are fine. Everybody's doing okay. South Carolina had more earthquakes. That's crazy. That's just weird. I didn't think they were prone to earthquakes. Wow. Around Columbia. Well, I'll be right back. Enjoy the fire, I guess. Let me get another link up here. Come on, guys. Come on up. Grab a link. Come on up. Let's get this party started. It's Saturday night. Come on. Happened yesterday. Oh, okay. All right. Uh, oh, well, wrong image. There we go. That's me. Yeah, just a second here. All right. I'm back. But, good grief. Come on up. So, wow. I didn't get much, nothing done today. It was so damn hot and rough. You had hot dog that you left your dog outside. It got hot. Oh, for dinner. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I had three hot dogs today. They was hiding from the sun. Hey, UFO, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Come on up. Let's just start the conversation. Dude, it was hot today. It's so fucking hot. Oh, man, I tell you. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good thing. I was thinking you was going to start up the show earlier, see?
What's that?
Hey, there's my Huckleberry. What's up?
Hey,
I'm your
hey,
Huckleberry.
UFO.
I was just watching Tombstone today, listening. What's up, Huck?
Oh, yeah. It fucking hit 100 degrees by 3 p.m. I was just like, Jesus.
Yeah, it hit 94 with 64% humidity here. Or it was
Oh,
like
shit.
80% at one point, but the rain kept raining. I remember this one chick, she asked for 330 packs of natural light, and the time it took me to grab three packs of those, like 30 packs, and
Right.
get back into the gas station. I was like covered in sweat head to toe.
Right. Yeah. Walking through water, brother. That's what it's like. It's like walking through water. That's a rough one.
What's up with the 70s and 80s generation, or even like more like the 60s and 70s generation? They party way harder than my generation does. It seems like we're out
Yeah.
on the lake. That might be why. That's probably why, because we're out on the lake.
And they're partying on the lake.
Oh, they're getting the fuck down. I didn't realize. Like, I knew it was popular, like these bars and shit, but
Hey, Zach.
I meet some cool people. There's this one chick who owns a couple bars, and she's got this badass Corvette. It's a 2021, and I was talking to her. She's kind of got like this redneck accent. She's like the dealership tried to sell me one of the new ones with the engine in the back, and I told them hell no, I ain't no goddamn European. And I was like hell yeah.
Right. So just got home from dirt track racing. Boring.
You did?
No, Huckleberry. Said none of her favorite races were there. So she left early.
Like dirt bike racing? Is that what you said or no?
Dirt track. It's
Dirt
probably
track, I'm
cars.
guessing cars. Yeah. Supermods stock.
Ending
I'm
up with a
guessing.
demolition derby.
Do they run the midget cars there, Huck? They're kind of fun to watch. You got a crap load of engine. Basically, you got the person strapped to a big engine buzzing around there.
That's what the like high powered lawnmowers remind me of, them drag lawnmowers.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sprint car's got the big wing on top. It's supposed to help them stop from turning over and shit.
Shit around here, there's always cars flipping off the track. They get crazy. Dirt
Huckleberry
track.
says no
It
midgets.
what's that?
Huckleberry says no midgets.
No, oh no midgets. Right on. Uh, the dirt track is interesting because that's where like this drifting thing that supposedly suddenly became popular. Dirt track racing, as they've been drifting since the 60s. That's how
Yeah.
they make their turns. They drift all the way around it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you mean like rally, like the rally car racing where they're on the roads and like dirt roads and shit, and they're like winding through, and then they got someone in the passenger seat giving them coordinates on like when to turn and shit.
This is dirt road, but it's a circle track, kind of like NASCAR, but without pavement, and it's a lot
Usually half
Wow.
smaller.
mile track. Usually half mile track.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
They even run suicides, what they call suicides. They'll there's the car in the front, they're all chained together, and they do a figure eight. So it's like a derby mixed with a race, and they'll have a front car that has a power. The middle car doesn't do really anything. The last car has the brakes, and they do this figure eight, and they get about 5 or 6 cars out there doing this figure eight, and they try to avoid each other plus win the race.
I've never seen them chained together, but I have seen figure eight races.
Yep. Oh, apparently Huck has too. They're pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I've only been to a NASCAR race, and that's up in Michigan, and then I've been to a few motocross events. One was at the MGK concert, the EST Fest. They had a pool that was double the size of an Olympic pool, and it had like I think it was like either a 500-foot or 50-foot water slide. And that's a big difference, but I don't know. It was big as shit though. Like I remember getting like it felt like 20 feet of air, but my friend said I got like 10 to 15 feet of air. But I'm so glad I didn't do a belly flop because that would have hurt.
For a bit.
This, the slide was huge. There's this big dude that was like 500 pounds. I don't know if he was really 500. He was big. He was too. He didn't know how to swim. And all the lifeguards apparently that they hired for this event were all models, so they weren't really lifeguards, or if they weren't big enough to really be lifeguards. So a bunch of fans had to jump in the water to save this dude. And MGK gave the people that saved that guy, he gave them a bunch of tickets for extra shows and shit like that.
Oh wow.
Who's MGK? I don't even know.
He's a musician. He sucks
Oh,
now.
okay. I got you.
He's terrible now, but back in the day he was pretty good.
All right. I I'm a I like my country music. I like some rock too, but so a lot of times if it's not country or some of the rock, I have no idea.
But it was just cool to see motocross event there. They had that one famous rider Kyle something, but I can't remember his full name.
So you must be having. Let's see, July. You might be. Are you having fair there right now, Huckleberry? Or is it just like instead of county fair, a city or a town thing? We've got the county fairs, and then each town has their own little things. Like some of them have like, Old Town Saturday night and stuff like that. Yeah, county fair. Okay, right on. That's actually what's going on tonight that I'm supposed to be at right now. I got home late though. Kind of cool. They got a car show, all sorts of old cars. They got a burnout contest. There's some of the old boys that fix their cars up, make them look like shiners. And yeah, pretty wild. And there's one guy has a basically modern day shine runner, and he built it off of specs off the older things. He has a 2-speed rear end in it. So he'll go through the first set of gears, can get up there, and then hit the 2-speed rear end. Has got an extra top end gear at the end. People get inventive.
Our
What's that? Oh, I think your mic went out. Oh, right on. They do the bumper to bumper, or do they actually have a sled that they pull with the pickups? Tractor pull around here is a big deal. They even do like, there's a town close to here they had called Old Settlers Day, and all the tractors they use on that tractor pull are pre 1950, and they even have a couple steam ones that they use during these old tractor pulls. Pretty cool to watch. Some of those original diesels, man, when they start tugging and it starts drawing down, it's just a stream of black smoke coming out of those things. I'm sure all the hippies would have a heart attack.
Right.
Right.
It's not even hippies. It's this new generation.
Right.
Because even the
Oh,
hippies
yeah.
understand we need farming and heavy
Yeah.
equipment and shit like that.
No.
Yeah, those old tractors bring or take coal rolling to a whole new meaning, a whole new level.
Right. Huckleberry calls fire in the bowl.
Fire in the bowl. So what's the difference between a fair and fuck, I forgot the name of the other one. I'm stoned as fuck.
I think I know what you mean. A fair is usually either state or county, and then a lot of the towns have their own individual ones too, that are like settler days and stuff like that.
We got this one out here. It's my favorite one because they just bring in a bunch of like food vendors, you know what I mean, that travel the fair like all over. And it's in this one part of the road where it's like a circle, like a loop, and then it kind of like stretches out into other roads, so everybody kind of like converges around that big loop. And they put a bunch of like lights over. It's just real nice. I go to that one every year, but I can't. It's not a festival. I think it's called a fair.
Nice. The fair, if it's a fair, it's probably the county fair, so it'll be at the county seat.
Yeah, I think it's right outside like the main their building. Their
Right. Yeah.
Or it'd be called
I know
I don't know.
some of the little towns around here, they get competitive. each little town tries to outdo the next little town. So some of them will have, even for their little town things, they'll have like rides come in, and it's a big draw because you'll get a town of like 500 people, but everybody in the county and even further. I mean, we get people out of Nebraska that, that come down, and to just, because everybody, they schedule them to where pretty much throughout the summer, you'll find one somewhere on a weekend.
Right.
Yeah,
They-
I stay
and-
away from them rides though, because someone dies on them every year.
Oh, really?
There's a place that makes rides it's about 40 miles from me. They make those rides, spare rides, and then you look at some of the old ones out there on their lot and everything. It's amazing some of the stuff people used to crawl on to.
Oh, yeah.
It's not so bad if you hop on one, but a couple years ago, I was at one of the town ones and they had a Ferris wheel. We're going around and that thing was creaking and they didn't grease it or anything. And then you go through certain spots and you see like rusted areas. It's like, this is an old one.
Right.
It's like, where'd you get this one? Oh, leftover in Chernobyl. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Radioactive and shit. Go home glowing. It's a good night.
It's a good night. Yes, now I glow.
You could see in the dark. Well, people could see you in the dark at least that way.
Right. You take off the little glowing necklace and the wristbands, and then you're still glowing.
Yeah, I haven't been on rides for a long time. Even my nieces and nephews are all older, but they're having kids now to where they're all getting old enough. So I don't know. I might start going on some again. Gives me an excuse to go on them.
It's kind of shitty. I live so close to Cedar Point, but I can't ride roller coasters either because I've been seizure free for 12 years, but I'm worried that I'll have a seizure on a roller coaster, like on one of those ones like where you're strapped in,
Oh,
like
yikes.
over the shoulder.
Yeah.
And that, like just being held in place and also being thrown around unconscious. Yeah, no bueno. And even though I've been seizure free for 12 years, I'd rather not test it.
Yeah, no Six Flags for you.
Right? It's fucked. I'm gonna go for Hollow Weekends this year, but I'm just gonna go for their like haunted house and shit, and I'll be the one friend that stands there and holds everybody's shit while they go on the crazy roller coasters. Aren't they? I was hearing they're not letting people take their cell phones on the roller coasters now because they're flying out of like people's pockets and hitting them and stuff like that, like other people.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know how that would work. That's just something my friend was saying. I don't know if it was true or not, or what they're setting it up.
Never heard nothing like that.
He was showing me an article about this chick's phone that flew out of her pocket, and there was a dude a few seats back, and it busted out his teeth, like his front teeth.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Which I can see that some of these phones with their phone case, they're hefty. You know what I mean? At the right speed, boom. I was thinking, if anything, they're probably just gonna make it a law. You got to have it in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Right. If I go dark, I'll start a generator. Okay. They're saying.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
It's if you was your shit gonna run out.
No, we've had a lot of overcast time today, so I'm not sure exactly how long I'm going to have solar. My solar system will be powered. I might have to start up the generator. Welcome into the game, everybody. Grab a link. Come on up.
You know those like battery power boxes, like the big ones that you can like plug in like I like to like the wall outlets and like ports and whatnot. And people use them for like camping or for prepping and shit like that, or in case their power goes on in their house. My buddy was saying, because he's an electrician, he can get a discount on shit like that. And he was saying, whenever I want it, he'll order it for me. I was like, hell yeah.
Rock on.
So I'm looking at one of the, like a power, you know what I mean? Like something pretty big for when I go camping. I just want something that, like, I'm not going to really be on my phone, but it'd just be nice for everybody else to charge their phones and power whatever.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
it's the only one chatting right now that I see. Everybody else did lurking.
I know. A bunch of liquors. They're all drunk and stoned already.
Perverts. Okay.
So I said back, guys, get more interesting, man, because I'm like totally stoned. And then what was I saying? Right, it's Saturday night. Everybody's fucked up. Fire in the bone. Again.
You got your stockpile of pie?
Yes, I do. And it is time for pie. Thank you very much. That's a cool one. All right, I'll be right back.
He's like, I gotta go get my pie.
Zach, I know you're still out there. Zach's always around. He's out there somewhere. He's being quiet tonight.
He's what?
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably making pies to throw at people.
Yeah.
It's a waste of pie.
It's the pie.
Battery and I ended up chatting until about 12:10 my time or so
Oh, no
last
shit.
night. Yeah, we were on for another hour and a half after you left.
Oh, shit. Cool.
Yeah, it was a pretty good conversation. I enjoyed talking to him. I think that's the first time I've really talked. Right on. I think that's the only time I've really ever talked to him one-on-one. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's Huck getting all pervy again. You're supposed to put a plus sign in between those, and then it equals, and then a little baby emoji. Huck.
Right?
It's funny you went and got pie, and then she's putting all sexual innuendos down there.
Pie makes people freaky, so.
Oh, man.
See?
You know, I could tell Huckleberry's either a small town or country because she doesn't get too uptight about me giving her guff. I started watching a show called The Ranch. Gave up on it because it just got stupid. Supposedly about country people here in Colorado. And then I started watching a show called Yellowstone. Had to shut it off because it just got stupid. I've never seen a blue-haired or green-haired woman out on a ranch.
I
It's like
have
antithetical.
in Ohio
Oh,
and in West Virginia.
I mean, hey, more power to them, but I just the way
But I'll
that
be
lady acts on
honest,
Yellowstone.
I've seen some scary things in West Virginia. They make them big down there.
That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a little more to love, man. Nothing wrong with a little bit of meat on the bones.
There's more cushion for the pushing.
Oh, Lord.
I
He said,
honestly,
"Oh Lord."
I would rather have a girl a little thick than too thin where it's just skin and bone. The skin and bone ones, that's nasty to me.
We still can't get over. Oh Lord.
Just smack it on the side, on the ass, and ride the wave in. That's how you do
He said, "Ride the wave," and that ain't right.
it. I'm just saying. I've always heard that. I don't know what that's like, but
No,
Huckleberry
Huckleberry's
says,
mountain folk.
yeah, she's a hillbilly.
Those
Small town, like
crazy ass
mountain.
hillbillies.
Lots of farm Amish around here, she said.
Yeah,
Oh,
Huck's in
right.
Ohio, isn't she?
Little Hatfield McCoy stuff going on around there.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, the
There's a
the little family feud things, they're no joke, man. They carry on generations. Nobody even there's some people even around here with my family name and everything. Stuff something that happened freaking in the 40s or 50s. They still don't like each other, my family and that family, and it's like, well, exactly what happened, and nobody could tell you. It's like, okay. You all in the hills though, you all take it to new levels. We just don't like each other. You all, yeah, somebody gets too close, you all start shooting.
Right. Want to get all personal and shit.
oh, so don't get personal.
Well, out here in the land of Heartland and the land of the mules, we like to. What was it? Okay, you guys got to settle. You got to settle this now. We'll take you out back. You guys gonna fight it out.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's how it was when I grew up, but now it's not like that. But it was only with like my best friends if we were fighting. Like my friend's mom, she brought her son over to my house and they talked to my dad and they were both in the basement. They're like, "All right, you guys got to fight or make up now."
See, it got to the point where we had a lot of people moving in when I was younger, and they weren't used to how we did everything. Because usually, you got into a fight, you made up, you got along after that. It was done, and everything,
Right.
Right.
and
Like at school, you have a fight in school. You know, you know, somebody got their ass kicked. Usually, the other person's big enough man to come say, "All right, you done? We done with
yeah,
this?" You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's
yep,
go grab a soda, smoke a cigarette.
yep. And then it got to the point here though where if you won, you had to watch your back because they'd be looking for you on a Friday night or Saturday night to jump you with a bunch of their buddies. And that was just a bunch of people moving into these towns because around here there's a lot of feedlots, hog farms and stuff that started moving in. So it started bringing a lot of even city people out here for the work. And the schools, man, they changed. Our schools all doubled in size. The people coming in, it was just different.
Elvis, left the building. That's why I like it out here. Bunch of freaks. Oh man. Thank you guys for showing up, hanging out with us. Yeah,
But I
just
like. I was just reading Elvis's last message. I'm like, la da da da. Whoa. Yeah, you wasn't kidding about being a freak, huh? Doesn't that make you a cuckold?
Have you guys seen that new music video someone made? And it's like a remix to a song, but they took all the footage off the Hunter Biden laptops and leaks of him smoking crack and like with hookers and shit, and they made a music video with it. And it came out 5 days ago and it's already got 1.4 million views.
Hey, Ghost.
What's happening, Bill?
It's pretty funny.
That's crazy.
One of my sisters posted this comment on Facebook, and about that she went out to do something, lost train of thought, and it goes on for a while, different things and everything. She says, now I can't remember what the heck I was supposed to be doing, and I got to pee. So it's just one of those memes. And I was like, well, heck, you could run for president. And I thought I was going to catch a lot of trouble because she's got a lot of her teacher friends and everything. It just blew up with the likes and laughing, and everybody knows that everybody knows he's a joke. It's bad.
Yeah. Well, if it had been anybody else, like the person in the videos videotaping all that shit would have been locked up, facing charges and all that shit.
Oh, he's going to be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Why
but
do you
Merrick
think all
Garland is the one
all
doing
these
the
politicians are
investigation.
freaking out? Yeah, for now.
Merrick Garland, though, I think is going to cover for me. He already has. That should have been. I mean, this has been dragging on. Supposedly they've been investigating it since they got it. If it wouldn't have been leaked, it wouldn't have been looked at twice. But it said some of it got leaked, and it's been getting more and more out there, and people are doing Freedom of Information Acts on it and all that stuff. Now they have to say they're doing something, but they're just dinking around, dragging their feet, hoping people will forget about it.
I can't wait till Trump gets back in there. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. All of you are fired. You bunch of bastards. You're fired. Yeah, we'll do without rather than have you run that fucking agency into the fucking ground. It's vacant and out of business for the moment. We'll get somebody in there soon and squared away. You're all fired. Go home. You ain't getting paid no more.
No fuck going home. I want arrests and investigations and fucking fuck that. There ain't no going home for fucking these traitor motherfuckers like General Milley, who said he's gonna sit there and let China know Trump does a fucking preemptive strike. Fuck you. Gulag.
Yeah, that shit was treasonous. That was
Hillary Clinton. Gulag. Bill Clinton. Gulag. Nancy Pelosi. Gulag. Fucking AOC. Fucking the horse stall at the Gulag.
Did you see the news article? There was a news article earlier I seen. Nancy Pelosi's husband just did a massive investment into a chip maker firm, as they're supposed to be voting on the subsidies here soon.
Hey, Colonel Shaw.
They've out invested Warren Buffett. Like And she can't even defend herself when a fucking reporter asks a question without stuttering 10 times. And yet she's
Right.
out investing Warren Buffett. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, kind of interesting when you have when you know what's going to happen. You know, I mean, they're making the laws and setting the purse, and I mean, to give these
I'm,
companies money to produce.
I'm worried, though. Like, they sent me in the mail a form to fill out for mail-in ballot voting, and I fucking threw the form away, kept the envelope, put a note in it that said voter fraud is treason.
Oh yeah,
Fucking mailed it back.
Colonel Shaw in the house. Salute.
One thing not to forget, and I can't remember what exactly the law was, but when Trump first got in and they had a lot of, control of Congress and everything, they snuck through a bill that if people got arrested, investigated, and found guilty of, if this is corporations, this is individuals or whatever, for like making money off of illicit practices and stuff like that, being involved with insider trading, all that, they could not only charge a person, they could actually confiscate their wealth. That's property,
Yep.
everything. So that's why they're freaking out now, because if they get busted, it's not that they have to pay a lot for a lawyer, they could lose everything.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, it's called civil forfeiture.
That'd be awesome. I could just see just
Right.
disband the FBI, all new recruitment, and then they just well, no, because that wouldn't look good. They'd have who are they gonna send to arrest these people then? Because the FBI is not gonna do it.
They have security teams just for this kind of shit. The fucking IRS has a SWAT team.
It won't be like this big swooping thing. I think it'll be little by little, people getting investigated, found, and stuff like that. When and if it all starts actually happening and people get held accountable. And I think it'll have to be, because it'll have to be also a court of a public opinion, to where they're going to have to be able to see each individual one for what they did. Otherwise, it can backfire.
Right.
For insider trading, though, I wouldn't doubt it if the entire Congress isn't in on that. And I'm saying that even for Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan, like he's a badass congressman, but like they're all probably in it for a little bit of money.
Past, present, and future, I think, or past and present, hopefully not future. Past and present, I think all that maybe a few percent have probably made some money on that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, they have, because they don't make like millions when they're in office. I think it's like 250,000, isn't it, or something like that? Like Obama did.
a year.
Yeah, senators are up at around 240, 250. Congressmen are like 160. Yet they're in office for 4 years and suddenly they're a millionaire. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And they land jobs of CEOs of certain companies making millions a year while they're out of office, and then they'll run again. And yeah.
Shit, what time is it? I'm gonna hop off before it's 12:40 here, so I'm gonna hop off before it hits 1 a.m.
All right, bud. Dream well, Patriot. And we'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Peace out, Sing. Peace out, Wiz. Peace out, chat.
Man. Have a good one.
Hey, Colonel Shaw. Where is that, Colonel Shaw? Where the hell are you, brother? Dude's probably driving a tractor through City Hall right now.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to turn this over.
Tooth pain, Zach, is probably the worst pain, and I've even heard women say that it's the worst pain they've ever felt. And that's women that have given birth. That they say tooth pain just doesn't compare to anything. It's so much worse than everything. I know when I had my teeth caved in, I froze up. It like locked up everything on me. I couldn't think. I couldn't move.
Really?
Yeah. It made my whole body just lock up, my brain and all.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was doing okay as far as I got the animals done early today.
Right on.
And shit, by the time 2 o'clock came around, it was already like 98 degrees. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. And sure enough, I came inside. I did some stuff in the garden. And
Cool, Zach.
it was just too hot.
Right on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Huck said that her labor was way worse than. I said I've heard it from someone. Apparently, some women disagree with that. What all did you get done today? Besides the animals, you got some of your wall built, retaining wall built?
No, I was going to, yeah, I was going to work on that. But by the time I got done with the animals and stuff, I was just like, you know what? Fuck all of this. It's just so fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? I did some stuff in the garden, but yeah, it was ridiculous. I didn't water tonight because we're supposed to be getting rain inundated. So, but I'm still waiting for the rain. They keep putting it off. First, it was supposed to be 6 o'clock. Then it was supposed to be 9 o'clock. No, it's midnight. And after midnight, I don't think we're getting any rain, or at least not right now, anyway. We had a shower. I mean, not even to wet the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Yeah.
It made little dust poop when it hit the ground.
We got about. Oh, and yeah, kick the dust up.
Yeah. Friggin' rain was kicking the dust up. So it's like, what the?
That's when you know you're not getting much.
Right?
We got, I'd say, probably about a half an inch yesterday. By 3 o'clock, I was able to till it again, and heck, it was kind of nice because it soaked all through and then got under where I already tilled. So I bet you I'm 8 inches deep on most of this yard that I've been tilling up.
Oh yeah. Tilling up the whole yard, huh?
Little by little. I've got everything in between everything, and then stuff like that because I pulled up, the rock walkways. I pulled up part of a sidewalk. I pulled up a lot of that. I'm just gonna put that really low profile clover, that micro clover, on everything. Walkways and all.
Oh, okay. Clover.
Yeah, it's a micro clover, and it's just I figure that way it'll basically surround everything, and it only gets like a couple inches tall, so you barely have to mow it. And that way all my walkways, all my area, I'll have a little lawn area with grass and clover mix I already got, but the rest of it will be all just clover, and that way surrounding everything, it'll be adding nitrogen to the ground around everything that way.
including drawing all the rabbits from around the, you know.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, all the rabbits love the clover. Oh, they love clover. But
Right.
they haven't stopped with eating the greens off my onions. Now they're digging them up.
I haven't seen any new leaves yet on mine, so it'll be a while before I know if they came back to eat anything or not. They'll let some leaves grow off of those peppers, and then they'll come back and eat them. Hey, Tom Darko, what's sick?
UFO bought KFC. Oh no.
Oh,
Chicken like meat? That's because you're stoned, UFO. Colonel Shaw, grab a link. Come on up, brother.
yeah, because actually I gotta head out here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And I wanted to ask him. I wanted to talk to him about that stuff.
What's going on over there? Right.
Yeah.
It's an attack on the small farms.
Yeah, they're trying to take your land. That's the whole deal. There's nothing to do with the climate bullshit. Has everything to do. They want to take their land.
Right.
Some of these families been in business for like 400, 500 years.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are, fourth, fifth generation easy.
Yeah.
He said, "Let them wake up first." 6:45 there, I'm guessing. 6:46, 47.
Yeah. Yeah, I just fire in the boat. Yeah. Brought to you
Have
by
another.
BiscuitFarms.com. All you see needs is man. See what were we saying? Singularity.
I said, "Have another." Took a puff of that one, and you started acting.
Oh yeah. That's some potent stuff, man. It doesn't take me
Hey,
much.
Aaron.
Aaron the tires.
3 to 4 years. It depends. If you're in a good sandy loam, maybe a couple of years UFO. But if you're in a lot of clay, it could take 3 to 5 years before it really starts producing. And producing significantly, you're looking at 5 to 6 years, no matter where you're at.
Peaches too.
Yeah.
Seems that peaches are a long ways to get them.
And peach trees are hard to get established. They're probably one of the hardest ones to get established. Once they get established, they do well. But I don't know. There's a lot of apple trees that you could grow in Canada if you wanted to. And actually, the cold nights in the spring and the warm days is where you get a lot of the sweeter apples because it sends more sugars to the extremities of the tree to deal with the cold. Because what will kill them is if you get a late spring freeze. It won't kill the tree, but it'll kill all the buds. So you'll just have a shade tree that year. We have that problem sometimes. As long as they're not budding out, though, when you get a freeze, you should be good. But if they're budding and you get a hard freeze, a late spring freeze out of the blue, it'll take out all those buds. Which I think that's pretty much anything, though, isn't it, Emerald? Anything that's budding that.
It works on. Yeah, it happens the same way with trees like hickory and walnut.
Right.
Same thing. They bud out and freezes. You ain't getting shit for.
Yep. You just got a shade tree that year.
Yep. Now my peach trees seem to be doing okay. They put out a bunch of peaches. We thinned them out, but they're not getting any bigger. It's weird.
Where do you live, UFO? Where does UFO,
Ohio, around Akron.
You can grow as long as there's some like Fuji that are kind of iffy like that, but beyond that, you can grow pretty much any apple tree. And peach trees, you want to get like an Alberta peach, pear, pretty much any pear. Bartlett's do well. Holland is apple country. Nice. And tulip country. That's where my tulips are coming from. They're coming direct. When you order them, they come directly from Holland.
Yeah, peach trees survive winters. Yeah.
But I've got peach trees here, and I'm right on the border of 4 and 5 zone. So yeah, peach trees actually do pretty well. And you'll get some sweeter trees if you get some cold spring nights, cool spring nights, not too cold.
Right. As long as it doesn't get below, I think, is it like 28?
Yeah. Yep. That's about right, because it's got to be a hard freeze to really damage.
Right.
A quick frost freeze doesn't usually do too bad. It can hurt them a little bit, but won't. But if you get a hard freeze, yeah, your buds are going bye-bye for the year.
Yeah. Like last year did.
Yep.
Last year was so fucked up.
This year we had a freeze warning, and I don't have any buds on any of my trees, but my bushes I do, because I put plastic over my bushes, but couldn't, of course, get them over the little trees, even the little trees. Would have taken a lot of freaking plastic.
I know, right? I'm like, well, shit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna worry about, spending $400 on plastic for a bushel of apples.
No. I got 3 cherry trees, 3 plum trees, 3 apple trees, a pear tree, mulberry tree, about a dozen peach trees. They're all the old wild white peach.
Nice.
So,
peach are good for canning too.
oh yeah, and pie.
Yep.
Really good pie. Plums and apples, cherries. Yeah, I got blueberries planted all across the front of the house, so they're getting established this year. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got one plum, two peach, one pear right now. I want to get a second pear. I got two apple and then two cherry. And then I got all the raspberry, blueberry, goji. I got grapes. And I'm just on a double lot in a little town. So people can do, they can raise whatever they need in town. Doesn't take a massive area. You definitely gotta plan out where you put everything. You just can't plan it willy nilly. That's for sure.
Right. Right.
God, you could plan an orchard where you're at if you wanted to.
Yeah. No, that's the idea. Kind of
Nice.
wanted. That's what I was trying to do with planting all the trees that have planted so far,
Nice.
and I did want to want multiple kinds of apples and peaches and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I've been trying to get some of the apple cuttings on some of the starters I have to cut off so it doesn't bush out at the bottom, you gotta keep trimming it up. And I keep cutting some of those up and trying to start some of the cuttings off the peach, apple, and stuff. I'm having a heck of a time with cuttings off of some of these trees. I just, for some odd reason, they don't like me, and I've been using root hormone and everything.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's just I don't know, something I'm doing wrong. I'm guessing.
Check your pHs.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm using tap water, so I might need to check my water.
Yeah, you're probably bleaching them.
Yep, I didn't even think of
Distilled
that.
water. Use distilled water if you got to use water.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. Still getting likes beeping through about that you could become president or you could run for president. That surprised me because like most of them are like teachers and stuff like that I assumed were probably pretty liberal, but nope. UFO, if you want to, I mean, well, it depends on what your opinion is of it. You could get the 5-in-1 trees, and all it is grafting. They just graft a branch. They take like a dwarf like Red Delicious, and they'll like graft the Yellow Delicious, a Granny Smith, and several others on there. But that's good for in town, for people in town. Now, if you've got a lot of space like Emerald does, then definitely get each individual one. But I know I'm limited on size, so I do the 4-in-1 and 5-in-1s.
Oh, wow. If you lose a branch, you lose a type. Man, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah, and they like to charge for their grafting. Be forewarned on that. They don't give them away. That's for darn sure. Just a regular. If, in my opinion, good. Oh, what's that?
I don't know if that's 100 degrees up there.
Oh, wow. Oh, I bet it's humid there too. UFO, in my opinion, a good all around tree that's good for pie eating, even freezing and using later, are the Honeycrisp. I think those are good all around.
That and Red Delicious.
Red Delicious, yep.
I had 2 Red Delicious, but
Nice.
one of them died. It died on the winter.
Mm.
So I got 1 Red Delicious, 2 Yellow Delicious. from my apple tree.
I had a 5-in-1 that nice. I had a 5-in-1 that is now just a Red Delicious because that's the one I dropped the tree on and broke all the branches off that were grafted on. Yep. So now it's just it's still growing, doing good. It's just the Red Delicious now. All the grafting branches popped off.
You know, you can put them back on. You could have stuck them right back up in the place they broke off of. That's how they graft them in the first place. Then you take the shit out of it and support it so
True.
it heals up.
Yeah, true. I guess I should have. I was in a hurry and I cut them up and put them in water and then tried to root them and killed all of them.
Right.
I've been doing really good from seeds, but my grafting or my cutting, taking cuttings, I've been having a heck of a time. But I never even thought about it. But like you say, I'm probably bleaching them with the chemicals they put in the water tower.
Butterfingers. Yeah.
And it sucks because I really want to start getting some cuttings like off my grapes and the even the blueberries. Now the raspberries I don't have to worry about. You just till up an area to where they can really root out and let them go.
Right. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna cut out of here before my power cuts out on me.
Right on. Same here.
Right. So thank you all for hanging out, coming out, making it a great show.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
All right. Dream well, Patriots, and we'll see you tomorrow night.